Hey you guys, all right, so getting real, so many topics, so many things to talk about today. I don't even want to like intro this too much, but I have so many things to talk about, so many things. And okay, so I want to talk about, you know, what I'm wearing, typical, the stuff at the beginning. There's so many things that I want to talk about, update you guys on, things that's been going on. Beauty products out the wazoo, if you want to know what I've been using lately, things that I have not liked lately. So much beauty talk, product advice, info, things that I'm loving, life stuff. We're gonna get into it all. My empties have gotten out of control, first of all, and I always combine those, which is like just such a final review. Like, okay, I've gone through this whole product, let me tell you what it was really like. You're not just seeing some person on YouTube that's used a product for a week that's like, this is okay. No, so many things that I love right away, honestly, end up changing, or, you know, so I think doing it like that, it's a good way to review, but I always combine those with products that I don't like. So I don't want to do like one whole video on just like this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, that sucks. You know, I want it to be useful, like this sucked, but let me tell you what was better or what I replaced it with. So some products that I didn't get through all the way that were kind of garbage, but also telling you what I like instead of these things become favorites, you know what I mean? So you're gonna see it all, like favorite things, things that I repurchased instead, a lot of things that I've used a lot of. Update you guys on some skin stuff, some you know, things that I've done recently, the Coolsculpting, I want to kind of update you guys on that. And just kind of touch on a lot of different things. I feel like, okay, so these empties video, I'm always like, here's my basket. Okay, in my little linen closet here, my you know, I have a little trash bin, and then in the back I have like a little basket that I just, okay, well, I want to talk about this. So I don't put it in the trash, I put it in the empties. And when I do these videos, I think I've been honestly doing it all wrong for the last 13 years, because I've been doing these types of empties videos for that long. I will literally, let me just draw, you know, let me just pull this stuff out and talk. And then I get to the bottom and I'm like, oh, I wish I would have talked about this with this other product. So I went through and I have a shameful amount of stuff set up here. I categorized the hair stuff, the face stuff, and I'm like, Tiffany. And then I thought about like, okay, you know, things that I want to mention, like all these things, and it's just a better, obviously, is this my new one? It's a better way of doing it. So, yeah, so I think this is gonna be the best empties video ever. Turn my little light on here. But also, there's just, okay, whatever. There's just a lot to talk about. We're gonna get into it. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm wearing. These hoops, you guys, these little huggy hoops, it's in a set. If you didn't miss my last video, watch it. Oh my gosh, I talked about so many great new things, some sets, some new like fine jewelry. They're actually 14 karat gold, 18 karat gold plated, just over sterling, like really nice things. This huggy hoop set, I think like 5 or something, comes like 5 different sets. And I always kind of like go for like, I don't know, I've gotten into going for like larger earrings, you know what I mean? But something about just like layering 2 little hoops, and I always say it, Bala Bar I feel does everything first. You see all these different jewelry brands and everyone kind of ends up, they just always have the best stuff first. And like I said, things that I'd never take off. You know, I've got my little, you know, my Evil Eye bracelet, which they don't sell the exact same one, but now they replaced it with this one. It's a little different. I actually like this one better. But it's the same type of bracelet. I mean, I wore that bracelet for so long without taking it off. Really good quality. And then these necklaces from their Fine collection. This is like, I guess, like a favorite type of thing too. I'm obsessed with this little script nameplate necklace. I can't believe I never had one. It took me a long time to like jump on the train of like getting one. I always wanted one. So I'm glad that I got that. Such a great piece. And then this matches the bracelet. It's the little eye, and that's just something you could wear all the time. So obsessed with those. And then from the video where I did try-on of all the L&M stuff, I'm just like living in these things. I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite ones, but the fit of her pants, it's just so good. I wear a medium in the tops, a small in the pants. I feel like maybe they're fitting me better too after the Coolsculpting. I'm telling you, it was a dramatic difference for me. But something about these, they're just nice. Fit a little higher waisted, you know, but they're just so good. Her stuff's just so like luxe and nice. been talking about her stuff for years, and she's one of my best friends. So many upcoming things and just things I'm excited about, you know, like speaking of. And let me tell you, okay, talking about the Coolsculpting thing, okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, first of all, you should, because I do update there a lot with different things that I don't necessarily talk about here, and vice versa. I have a highlight in my bio there. I took you through the whole process, like pretty much like I showed you, inside, and then I was telling you guys details about pain and this and that and all that. I've had 2 different treatments. I think they're about 2 months apart each time. So I'm probably like, I think my first treatment was maybe, was it 3 or 4 months ago? I don't even remember. About a month out from my second one, but the results from each treatment take up to 4 months. So no, I'm not gonna come on here and just get it done and then a week later be like, let me tell you about my results. Like, no, I am seeing like results. Like this morning I was like, oh my gosh, I could even, if you saw the photo of me in my bikini, like I'm not kidding. Like I've taken of course, like I've taken so many photos, like just with my family and stuff in a 2-piece. It's not like I've never worn a 2-piece like in a while. But you just get used to kind of like how certain things look. I gained almost, 65 pounds with my pregnancy. Your stomach and your skin will snap back. But if you are prone to gaining weight in certain areas, it's hard to get it off. It's hard to get off in your stomach. And it never looked bad, but it wasn't what I wanted it to look like. It didn't feel right for me. It felt, it didn't feel proportionate. And so when I see people that are like, my Coolsculpting didn't work, I had 10 treatments. And I'm like, how long were they done over? A month. And I'm like, no, impossible, okay? Or when they're like, this looked lumpy or I had a dent or whatever. It's because your person literally did not do it right. It is a machine, there is a way to do it, and it is it's a science, but it's like proven permanently will get rid of fat in each area, each treatment by up to 20%. And that is a huge, that's a huge deal. Like that's huge. My before and after pictures just from my first treatment to my second treatment were insane. And now it's like even better. I did it on my inner thighs and four areas of my abdomen. So you have to go somewhere reputable. I'm gonna do a whole video on it, but I just, and I wanna wait just even a little bit longer because I'm going back, I think, in 2 weeks for my, I don't say final because I'll see results for months more to come, but I have, to take my last set of photos or whatever. So I want to share all that with you guys. I'm going to get in so much detail with that, but it's just shocking how many people don't understand it, or they don't understand that their technician did it wrong. They're like, oh, well, I was lumpy afterwards. Oh, wait, what kind of massage did you get? And I'm like, the massage is literally the same as them turning on the machine and starting it up. Like, it's that important. Like, you have to go somewhere that knows what they're doing. It's not about just turning on the machine and doing it. It's about where they place the applicators so that you don't get lumpy, doing your massage. We'll link to Aesthetic Specialty Center that did mine below. This is not, part of that video. I'm just saying it's something that I love so much. It has changed it's just made me feel so good. I just love it. So I cannot wait to do a whole big video on that, but I just wanted to quickly update on that. So I'm not really wanting to get into it. I feel like this video is going to contain a lot of rants. Speaking of, let's start with this. No, I'm kidding. Okay, listen. What should I talk about first? So yeah, that's gonna come up. Do not worry, but if you want to see a few little updates, you can head to my Instagram, but it's gonna be like the biggest, most honest, most shameless video ever about Coolsculpting, about all of that, because like anything, I like to share beauty recs with you guys. I've always been honest about every single thing that I've ever done. People are like, oh, you're changing your face. All my Botox is worn off. My eye filler, I can't even feel, because she did such a little amount. I remember that day she was like, do you want more? And I'm like, no. My lips, so it's like, no. I was due to do my Botox probably like a month ago, so not that that's a big deal, but it does make a difference. Botox doesn't change the way your face looks if people do it correctly. It just makes you look refreshed. Filler is what F's you up. When people start putting filler in their cheeks and they're this and they're that, and it's like, ugh. Not that that's bad, because that can be done well too, but I'm just saying, okay? Just saying. So first of all, should I get right in to bashing the beauty blender? No. You know what? I'm going to wait on that. I'll hold off on that for just one hot second. Let's take a little beat. All right. Let's talk about some body products really quickly. This, I talked about the Kylie Coconut Body Lotion. I'm talking about this first because it's literally one of the best body lotions I've ever used. It's like a bougie Hawaiian tropic scented, most real coconut scented. It's not a fake coconut. I think people think real coconut scent smells like fake because they're so used to coconut scented things. It does smell like real coconuts. You can use every single little drippy drop. Now the problem is that I feel like the container is way too small, especially with a pump. I blew through this in like a little over a month, okay? It is rich, but it's like oil almost. It goes on with like, oh, I just love it. It smells amazing. I use it every single, like all over my body. Like it's so good. And I have so many lotions, so many different things that I'm like, oh, I want to use up my different things, but I've already ordered another one because it is that good. It is good, but let me tell you, this kind of upset me because the Brazilian Nude Cream, I love this brand, the Boom Boom Cream and all that, and I loved when they came out with it. This is a great product. The problem is that it's too thick. So when you get to the bottom and you can see, you know, I used that much, it creates a hole. So it literally creates, it's so rich it doesn't settle, so it creates a hole. So the pump is like totally useless after a while. So I thought, perfect, I'll unscrew it and use it. This is the only part that unscrews, and the way it's shaped, you'd have to take like a spatula or something, I get it. But I want them to reformulate, or not reformulate this because it's a wonderful lotion, repackage it and make, I like the fact that it's a jar. I want to be able to pump it and to open up the jar like a body butter. That's what I thought it was. This needs, the gold part needs to unscrew so that then you can get into it. But otherwise, very good. I used so many of these oils. The coconut herbivore, another coconut herbivore, the jasmine herbivore. The coconut is my favorite, and I've already repurchased that and the jasmine, but I haven't used it much because I was honestly like really into that Kylie stuff. 2 shower gels, the country apple and sun-ripened raspberry, and right now I have Freesia and that new the Necessaire, which I really like. So it's like $19.98 in my shower fully. This was weird, the Amethyst, crushed amethyst body polish by Herbivore. Okay, now I love the Cocoa Rose, it's very good. And the Amethyst is a little strange. I'm like, crushed amethyst, okay. Smells like grape, it's a little funky. Works just as well as the Cocoa Rose. If you're gonna get one, get the Cocoa Rose. The Amethyst, I did not really understand why they would like make a whole different product that basically works just like the Cocoa Rose, which is just as good. Let me talk about something that you may never thought that I would be talking about here. Maybe you did, I don't know. But hold on, this is something else. Let me just close out this body thing. Like I said, I've been using other things. This is almost gone, it's almost an empty. This is kind of a little hard to find, the Laura Mercier Amber Vanilla. I also have the coconut milk one. Best, oh my gosh, so good. A body butter in a tube that absorbs. This is just beautiful. This is just the best. Oh gosh, I mean, better than the Kylie. I don't know. This is just such an old favorite of mine. This is what I've been into lately, and I cannot wait to get more of this, the Amber Vanilla. So just kind of giving you a heads up. Now listen, for, again, 13, prior to YouTube, prior to people maybe knowing about the Beauty Blender from like a YouTube standpoint, pre-YouTube, okay, I was buying a Beauty Blender. I remember reading about it like in a magazine and seeing it, you know, and thinking, oh my gosh. And one of my first videos, I think, was, you know, I was talking about the Beauty Blender, and I even have people that were like, wait a minute, I didn't know you're supposed to wet it. Still, I guess people, you know, don't know that, but there were like big YouTubers that would do videos on the Beauty Blender that long ago that didn't know to wet it. It was a big thing, okay? Like, I'm sorry, but I have been, my point of saying that is that I have been a loyal purchaser. I go through one of these like every couple months, okay? Because I actually use it every day. I wash it every day. You dampen it every day. So the money that I have spent on Beauty Blenders over the years, I don't feel bad reviewing them or saying. I have told you guys that I bought all different ones. You know, this is the Pro. That the material, I've told you guys that the material is inconsistent. I like a fluffy, big Beauty Blender that's, you know, when you wet it, it really does double inside. It's porous yet smooth, yet it doesn't feel like, there's some of the brands that do the copycat that they've made their sponge too latexy feeling, and it feels just like one of those little wedge sponge that you buy at like Sally's or Walmart. You know what I mean? I'm not explaining it. You know what I mean? It's like too latex, too non-spongy, too slick feeling. There's just, okay. There's a science, okay? And there's just a feel. There's a feel that no copycat company has been able to replicate. There were no companies back then that made them look like that. Now, every single brand, like no one would have made a sponge that looks this way, even if they just, well, let me make this flat, or let me, to avoid like copyright or whatever. Let me tell you, I get it, I understand, okay? I understand brushes. Okay, there's a million blush brushes that look the same. There's a million angled brushes that look the same. Eyeshadow brushes. Brands make everything look the same, and quality difference and stuff is there. But I got over the fact that I would spend $20 on this and I would end up getting one of these that felt a little nubby and like not nice. Like this is example, this is the Beauty Blender. I've had so many that are like this over the years. I've even talked about this in videos before. Sometimes, and it's not about the color of it. Sometimes the Black Pro ones are the spongiest, just perfection Beauty Blender. I don't know if it's like they're making them different. And it's not a yearly thing. It's literally like, I feel like in the early years I didn't really notice it much, but in the last like maybe 7 or 8 years, I have noticed that there are definitely some that feel different. They're rougher. They don't grow as much when you blend them, and they don't feel as bouncy on your face when they're wet. And it's just like, there's not, I don't know, it's just a rougher sponge texture. It's very odd. My point is I've been a loyal follower to the Beauty Blender over the years, and I've just honestly, I'm just over it. This is not a Beauty Blender. This is one that I got in a set of, I think there were like 20 in here, and I think it was like $5. Okay, I'm sorry. I got these on Amazon. I'm not one to say, oh, get a copycat this or that, but I'm sick of spending $20 every 2 months for, and yeah, if you use it like I do every single day, you're gonna want a fresh one every few months, okay? And you wash it every day, every time you use it. We've talked about this. These have been wonderful. The material is wonderful. I'm sorry, I don't feel bad about it. So I will link to those, and I don't feel bad about it, sorry. 2 La Vanilla deodorants. These are the best. I've tried every brand of healthy deodorant there is. Nothing compares to this one from the ingredients. There's always something, like I said, wrong with the other ones. Like they're goopy, or they're irritating, or the essential oils and then like make my armpits red, okay? These are like my eyebrows in a tube. The New Brow, I barely have to fill in my eyebrows. The shape has come back so pretty. And they were real sparse and scary for like years of my life, like 10, 15, you know what I'm saying? Like a long time. They will come back. You just have to use the right thing. And I think I've probably gone through at least 2 more of these in the past. But yeah, the 2 that I've used most recently, I use them every single night. I like goop it on. And I actually have a backup and one that I've already opened since then. The Dior Show Mascara, I am a sucker for trying different mascaras, and I want a certain thing in my, a certain look in my mascaras. I don't want them to be too spidery because my lashes will get very scary looking, especially using the Revitalash, which I feel like I've definitely gone through one because I go through them, I feel about, I don't know, the same that I go through the New Brow, but I don't have an empty here. But I mean, gosh, I use it religiously. If I'm like in bed in the comfiest position and I didn't use it, I will like get up in the middle of the night and like put it on because it freaks me out to not use it every night. It really works. So today I used barely any mascara at all because I just want them to look fluttery. I want them to look soft. And the Dior Show is nice because it is kind of like a drier buildable formula. It doesn't look slick and like, it's just such a good formula. It doesn't flake or anything, and I've just really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it to the point where I have already purchased another one. That's what I used today. But I don't know, maybe it's just because I was so into it, I used it all the time. I did feel like it went kind of fast. So we'll talk about that in a minute. We're just gonna go with it. Okay, the Colleen Rothschild glycolic acid peel pads, and I'm like halfway, maybe not quite halfway through my other one. I love those. If you missed my last skincare video, what are you even doing? Like, just watch that. It's like everything that I'm using. Speaking of makeup removers, so I have the Chanel oil, which I really liked. I like this. I liked this, I think, even better than the Basha oil. And then the Bliss Makeup Melt. This is like kind of the same deal, but it's not an oil. So if you don't want to be putting oil, whatever, it's like a gel, and it does the same thing. I really liked that too. But I've been using the Colleen Rothschild Cleansing Balm, like gesturing to my things as if you can see them. My morning face wash that I like, the Neutrogena Oil Free, and then the Lancer Method Polish. But I haven't been using a scrub as much at night. I use Colleen's maybe like once a week, but I don't find that I need to be like using all that and doing so much when I use the cleansing balm. Okay. The Soleil Tan, the Bronze Universal. Okay. When they get to be about like that, they get gross. There's like hair all in them. I like to replace them. Yes, did a video on this. They reformulated it slightly, and I told you guys it's the same thing. They just repackaged it. I don't care if someone has altered the ingredient, unless it's like harmful or something, okay? I'm not saying that. But like they've altered the ingredient. Oh yeah, Stephanie, it's the same. They added coconut oil or they did this or that. It's like, oh, it's a totally different product. I can't use it anymore. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like I go by what it does on my skin. I can swatch them and they are undetectable, the difference, okay? Works exactly the flippin' same. If they added a different ingredient to make it better, fine. It didn't affect how the product looks, works, all of those things. And it is still called Bronze Universal. On the back, it literally says Bronze Universal. I mean, it's very different the way it says because they packaged it for their Le Beige line instead of Soleil Tan de Chanel, but it still says Soleil Tan Bronze Universal, blah, 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 blah. Okay, if you don't believe me, get it and try it. But I will say, when I first got it, I was like, oh, it's so pretty, and you know, it's gonna look hairy, it's gonna look gross if you use the right brush. I've seen people that are like, oh, it's too orange. I tried to use this brush with it, the Chanel, which I expected it to be a lot bigger, honestly. I don't like it that companies have, this is another thing I don't like. Companies have reformulated their brushes. I get what they're trying to do. They want to do like synthetic bristles, but synthetic bristles, honestly, as much as they can feel the same, sometimes they just really suck when it comes to like laying something down or applying the product, even if it feels so. It will lay it down too much. It will make it look too, even though it's fluffy. I'm sorry, it's a thing. I don't like that Chanel, and they're light, they're just junky feeling. I don't like that Chanel got rid of all of their beautiful, like, I like a natural bristled brush, bleh, okay? I like it. I think there's something to that. They work better. I'm sorry, okay? But they just do. And I don't like that Chanel got rid of all of their beautiful, the blush brush by Chanel. Sorry, you can't get it. I hate that I've even showing it to you. The old one, like nothing compares. This is the brush that I used to use with, that I still am actually using, with the Bronze Universal, the big old Chanel one. It sheds like crazy. But oh my gosh, this is, I did not put anything else on my cheeks. It is the Bronze Universal 100%. This is what it looks like. If I used it with a smaller brush, or Sigma has a really good one that I actually really love that looks like this, but it's shorter, it's not as fluffy, it's synthetic, it's very dense. You can get a similar effect, but the color, to me, just something about using it with this brush, it's just perfection. I don't know. The Sigma one does come in like close second. So if you want a brush like this, I can't link to this one because they don't make it anymore, but I will link to the Sigma one. It's good. You still have to be kind of careful with it because it will put down too much. It will, you do have to be careful with it with that product, but thanks guys. I gotta finish this. I love it. Thanks. Okay. Oh my Lord, okay. And we did school this morning, and then I had to film, and then Brad took Olivia to lunch, and they literally, they brought me back some nuggets, so I'm like real excited. I'm gonna eat them. There's a bubble. Oh, there goes another bubble. They came in here and just like blew bubbles, and I'm not gonna stop to like eat my nuggets, so I'm gonna wait just a minute, like 10 minutes, so it'll be fine. We'll get through this. What was I talking? I'm like hearing all the bubbles pop. Okay, so let's go through quickly. Let's go through the skin stuff quickly. La Mer Soft Cream, I have another one of those. Clinique Even Better Daily SPF 20. Love this. I bought the version in a pump. This is actually worth talking about because sometimes like I will do like a moisturizer and then a separate SPF, but I don't love layering a lot of things all the time. This is so good, okay? But then for a while that was really hard to find. So I bought this, the Clinique Even Better. So that one's called moisturizer. This one's called correcting lotion. It's in a pump. Can't tell a flippin' bit of difference. The other one is a little thicker and better. But they're the dang same. But I haven't really been using that one as much because I really do like this. I think, honestly, I don't think I'll ever repurchase those. I like the Aveeno, the Positively Radiant SPF 15. This is a good one. And it, you know, you can get it from the drugstore. It's not very heavily scented, you know. It's a real good one. 2 of my brow pencils in blonde, and I already have another one that's probably about to run out. Here's what, like, I am not even drawing my brows on heavily like a lot of people do, and I blow through these. So how do people afford to keep up flipping buying, you know, expensive, especially if you're buying an expensive one? I used to buy the Anastasia ones for years, but that Revlon one, if you have not get on that, okay? The Sephora Clear and Cover, the 2% salicylic concealer, beautiful concealer, worked like a charm. You know, I have a separate under eye concealer that I use. I've been back into this Giorgio Armani one, really, because I'm just trying to use it up, but it is good. The, what is this? The Luminous Silk. This is good. It's real good. I mean, okay, whatever. We're not gonna get into that but the packaging on this is one of those things that just, it's squeezed out, you know, it just got crappy. And when I went to pick up a different one, I just went back to what I had before, which is the one that I had before that one. The It by Breakout full treatment coverage. This is great if you have any breakouts around your, and I honestly, like, I don't go through these a whole lot. My skin's been pretty good, but even if I have like darkness or whatever around this part of my face, not even a breakout, but just like a scar or something, this is what I use because I don't want to use the rich product that I'm using around my eyes around there because I break out like crazy. So this is a great concealer. This eye cream, the Beholder, the Lifting Eye and Lid Cream, this is like such a huge obnoxious packaging, and there's really not that much in it, really not at all. You know, when I got done with it, I unscrewed it, you know, and you can get the little bit, but it really gets it's one of those, you know, one of those pumps that like when you open it, it's kind of vacuumed up every single thing. There's not even a little drippy drop left in it, but it's too clunky and weird, too much packaging. I've been using the Perricone, the Lid Lift, which is just my all-time favorite. And then the Colleen Rothschild Under Eye Serum with retinol, or the Shiseido, That's another thing. I used all of the, oh my gosh, what brand was it? I think it was Skin Color Science with the separate packages and the eye rollers, and then the Chanel makes one, which I'm kind of a little more careful with those because I really like those. I love the roller in the Chanel one. I think it's just such a good serum. The Color Science I wasn't really that obsessed with. And when you pull it off, you know, it's like a sticker, and I feel just like, I'd much rather buy something like this. I have this laid out because I use these in the morning before I do my makeup. The Elemis Pro Collagen Hydrogel Eye Mask. These are expensive, but they are worth it. I'm not saying use them every single day, but if you're gonna do something like where you'll be photographed or you're gonna go somewhere, this is good. If you want just those extra special makeup days, oh my gosh, these are just so good. And at night, I love the Shiseido ones, the Benefiance. Those are so like wet, they almost like drip off your face. You feel like you're actually doing something, and I can tell a huge difference when I use those. Those are like retinol, so I'll link to the two under eye treatments that I think are worth getting. I have an HA5, which obsessed with. Watch my skincare video, you guys. Just watch it, okay? People I know are gonna be like, what is that? And you didn't watch my skincare video. Whatever, go watch it. So in depth. I'm not gonna get in 5 different kinds of hyaluronic acid. Such a good treatment. I love using it right here. Oh, such a good, huge difference. And I've even gotten another one since, and I probably need to grab another one next time I go. Probably when I get my Botox done. If you're near Atlanta, obviously go there for Botox and stuff to Aesthetic Specialty Center. I'll put their info below, but they have such a good selection of like the Skin Medica stuff, which is the brand. It's like by Allergan, you know, they do like Botox and the Juvederm and all that. It's all right, yeah. So it's legit stuff. And then the TNS Advanced Serum. I cannot use a lot of heavy anti-aging serums on my skin because I'm very breakout prone. This is my second one that I've used of this. It has like some kind of like human growth factor, and I don't know, for like your wrinkles. Holy goodness. People look at me, they're like, oh, you look different on your face. I don't put filler. It's not that, okay? Even, you know, I did it before and after when I did it literally just disappeared the line of my eyes, okay? Didn't make me look puffy, nothing. I was such a small amount, I can't even feel it. Lips make a huge difference in balancing your facial features if you do it right. But as far as like everything else, I feel like my skin looks plumper, everything. I've just been, I think, better about like doing, you know, rolling my face, doing the micro needler, using good products. I'm telling you, you know, this has made such a big difference. The TNS Advanced, they have one that doesn't say Advanced Plus. The one that says Advanced in the white, it is expensive, but you need the tiniest bit of it. I have another one of these going too. I mean, that's how good it is. Okay, the Tom Ford double-ended liner pen, expensive but worth it. This lasted me a shameful amount of time. I remember, you know, repurchasing eyeliners all the time. No, just spend the money. You'll spend the same amount. Probably. It has so much in it. It's 2 different eyeliners in one. I've already repurchased that and love that. That's what I'm wearing today. Has like a lighter end and a darker, more intense end. What do I want to talk about next? Okay, hair stuff. And then this really helps with my breakouts, the Kate Somerville Anti-Bac. I have 2 of those. I use those every night, sometimes every morning and night. I just cannot do without those. Keeps your pores clear. It makes your skin look like porcelain. I mean, that is just like the secret. If you are breakout prone and oily, or can get oily, like myself. Okay, so let's go into hair stuff. Let me get the dry shampoos. I want to show you guys a few dry shampoos that I'm really loving. Hold on. Gosh, I'm so hungry. Those nuggets are like calling my name. I should just pause this, but I just want to go down there and just enjoy my nuggets, okay? I just want to enjoy my Wendy's. Dry shampoo. It's essential. Let me tell you, there's been so many. I'm going to talk about my hair too, because I mean, it's turned a corner, okay? But listen, be like standing there, like at the drugstore, like Walmart or Target or whatever, and you're looking at the aisle like, okay, I just need to pick up some dry shampoo. And it's like, this brand alone makes like 17 different kinds. They're all great, but I cannot ever flip and decide. Every brand has all these different ones. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, let me tell you, I think I've narrowed it down. These 2 are great. The OGX, they make very good dry shampoos. I think I like this one a little better, the one that's the Moroccan. So I replaced that. I was like, well, let me just get fancy. And I think I've had this when I was really blonde, and it was the lighter tones, and it would almost look like it built, you know, in the little thing, like the buildup around it was purple. So I liked that it's a little, you wouldn't notice it, but whatever. But I got the one for dark tones recently. Now it doesn't come out super dark, but it almost just looks like it's not chalky white. Do you know what I mean? You can't tell a difference when you spray it on. It doesn't make your hair look darker. It just keeps dark tones from looking whitish and chalky, which can happen, and looking dull, okay? I'm like really in love with my natural color. I don't, in the sun, it's like reddish. I have not seen this since high school. In high school was when I started effing with my hair color. Not that it looked bad. I loved it. I loved being blonde for years. I probably will do, but I'm just so happy. I'm just happy that in these years before I go gray, I can enjoy this a little bit longer. Now I'm like terrified. I'm like, oh my gosh, now that I really like my hair color. So yeah, listen, oh geez. So listen when people say, don't start that. Whatever, okay, who cares? But this one's very good, and I would definitely repurchase this, even spend the money on it, because I am the type that like does not want to spend money on dry shampoo. So I thought, you know what, I do need to find one so that I don't blow through that one all the time. And I got this one from Dove. It says, so with charcoal, the clarifying dry shampoo. And I think they even had like 2 other different types. It's like the dry shampoo market is insane. From brand to, like each brand has 17 different types of dry shampoo that are worded just a little different, but it's all freaking dry shampoo, you know, during the same, but I can't, but this is a good one, okay? Long story short, this is a good one. This Dove one, it's real good. It doesn't make your hair look, doesn't have like the chalky look, but it's not one of those that's like so anti-residue that you have to use the whole freaking bottle and then your hair feels dirtier than before. This one really takes care of oil, really gives you a ton of volume. So love it. Okay, with my hair lately, I have been using nonstop. This is my 2nd bottle of it. And with the conditioner too, the Colleen Rothschild like hair care stuff, like I feel like it makes my hair shiny. I just love it, and I love that it's simple. It's just a good shine, moisturizing shampoo. It's great for color. I have not put any more of that color stuff on my hair, like the temporary like stain, you know, whatever it is. I do it just so that it doesn't look like a blonde line, which my hair definitely looks like. You know, even after just a couple weeks of using that, the DP Hue stuff, you know, which again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, like I've talked about it a million times, no. I think literally the video is called like coloring my hair. It was like a recent one, okay? Just go find it. But I feel like it hasn't like washed out as much as it normally would. I was gonna use it again the other day because I think it's been like over a month. I'm like, I don't feel like, I mean, I kind of like it. It looks like it's a little, you know, I like it, okay? But my point is, the Colleen shampoos, if you did have like legit color treated hair, it's good for that because I feel like it's not stripping that out. But yeah, my hair feels really clean. I think it's got like biotin in it, like really good ingredients. But the problem is that it's always sold out because it's so good. So if you can ever get your hands on that stuff, grab it. Conditioner. I like that she does have like 3,000 different hair products. It's like a shampoo and a conditioner. The conditioner is in a tub. And let me just get it. Just get it so I can show you. Jeez. So the Quench and Shine Restorative Mask. She doesn't have like a regular conditioner. And then the mask, I have told you guys, and you will see in a moment, for my shameful amount of deep conditioner mask hair empties, I like to use a hair mask all the time. Like even on finer hair, whatever, I need it because especially when I was blonde, like my hair was so overdone with the blonde. I think there was a time when I got my extensions out and I got it cut short. I was like, ooh, my thing's gonna be, I'm super blonde. And I just gotten it colored and like before I had the extensions, maybe not even a month before. And then I want it to be blonder. So bleach was on top of bleach. It was a lot and it broke, like literally my bangs were like breaking off, okay? And I'd never had that before. And I had super blonde hair in the years past, but it was just, it was a lot. If you ever have, I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you've ever been blonde and you've had it done too close together, it turned a corner and it was rough for like years and it was short. Finally feeling good, but I just like loaded up the dry or the deep conditioner. But I love that hers is like the regular daily conditioner, but it's truly like a hair mask that you use every day. And it's just, I just love it. So it's just yummy. So I need to get more of that. But I like it. It doesn't like weigh my hair down or anything. Like I load it up and it's good stuff. Okay, so the ones that I have gotten rid of are my empties. Talk about that. The L'Oreal Elvive Total Repair 5. This is a good one, y'all. And I used this, I use a product like this every time I get out of the shower, whether I'm gonna blow dry, heat, stop, whatever, which is rare, or if I'm gonna air dry it, which is what I do most days. So it's from the same little thing. This is like a, like a leave-in, sort of like a creamy treatment. That's what I put in my hair. That's like the only type of product that I really use in my hair. I'll use a heat spray, if I'm gonna curl it, but this is so good. So this line is very, very good. I'm gonna show you what I replaced this with. And then this is kind of like the same type of product that I was kind of using together and they kind of ran out at the same time. The R&Co Waterfall, not together, but like one or the other, I would use the Moisture and Shine Lotion. This is so good. Loved it so much that I replaced it with the High Dive Moisture and Shine Cream. This is a lotion, this is a cream. This one's supposed to be a tiny bit lighter. This one, this one is very rich, so I can't use quite as much of it, but I really, really love this. If you have dry hair, this is such a good one. But I think I was just kind of like, okay, I want to try a couple different things. So right about the same time I bought that, I bought this Kerastase one because in this line of Kerastase that's like this color stuff, I had this version of that in that line. I liked it, but this one is so much better. I think I like this one maybe even better than the R&Co. I don't know, but it's the Nutritive Nectar Thermique Polishing Nourishing Milk, okay, whatever. It's just your leave-in lotion. It's hard to pick a favorite between these two, but I really, really like the Kerastase one. This is a good one. This is one that I could see myself repurchasing over and over. So, but Kerastase has a deep conditioner kind of in this line that's very thick. I think I talked about it maybe in my last empties. And honestly, like I prefer this one better in the mask. Okay, super confusing. And the shampoo is very good in that resistance line as well, the shampoo and conditioner. That's what I was really into before I started on my second bottle of the Colleen. Because I used the first bottle like a while back, maybe a year or so ago, maybe longer than that when she first came out with it, really liked it. So, I really liked it. But yeah, this I liked so much that I did repurchase again, but I haven't gotten into it, the shampoo and conditioner, because I've been using the Colleen one and it's like, I've had such good hair days. My hair looks so nice with that it's kind of like I have this other stuff to use, but I don't want to like get into it yet. Again, another example, another great moisturizing shampoo. The one that I just showed, the teal, this Kerastase that I just showed is really good for breakage and all that. This is kind of, the same, but it's the R&Co Atlantis Moisturizing Shampoo. This is so good for moisturization. One of the best moisturizing shampoos I've ever used. I love a moisturizing shampoo. I'm not into like volumizing shampoos, but I want to use something that's moisturizing. And I did repurchase these too, but I just haven't gotten into them again because I've been so into the Colleen. So I feel like I have way too much shampoo at this point. I think I got kind of excited. Another empty is the Living Proof Mask. This is one of my favorite hair masks. But again, I've just been using the Colleen one. This is garbage, okay? When I first started using it, this Oribe Damage Power Drops Damage Booster, 2% linoleic acid, okay? You're supposed to put this in to like your conditioner or into like your leave-in product. It's supposed to really help with damage. And I think at the time when I was using this a long time ago, I was like, wow, yeah, my hair looks good, whatever. But then like over time, I just don't feel like it is doing anything. If you guys have this product and you're like, I love it, like tell me why. Like, I don't know, like has this changed your life? Should I throw it out? I don't know. I have like half of it left And it's just kind of the weirdest like waste of a product, I feel. It's just use good stuff. You don't have to add all that stuff. I don't know. The Chanel lip balm. And it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, I can't get rid of it because it's in a little Chanel, like, cute little container. So I might keep that and, like, I don't know, put it in my purse and, like, I don't know, I could put something in there. Put something in there. Okay, so I just hate to get rid of, like, pretty Chanel containers. Do you know what I mean? 2 of my Buxom lip glosses, which happen to be my 2 favorite, I was gonna say flavors, scents, colors. I really am hungry. I want my nuggets, okay? The Kimberly is the best sparkly one, and the White Russian is the best without sparkle. This one looks like it has some in it, but I think it just got gross. I think I was just like, okay, enough. Lip gloss grosses me the hell out. Like, people keep lip gloss so much, it's disgusting. And y'all, I think we're at the end. I will link to everything that I mentioned, what I'm wearing, the good. I don't want to link to the bad products, but yeah, check these things out. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and this whole chit chat about beauty. Don't feel bad about, I mean, yes, I'm still gonna buy beauty blenders, I'm sure. I'm like, no, I'm never gonna buy like a set or anything again, because hello, it's me. It's one of my favorite products. I'm not bashing them, okay? Don't be offended. But no one, I mean, I'd be the one that's offended because I've been spending money on it. I've been like loyal for, like I said, before people even had YouTube channels. Okay, so don't get me started. I don't really understand like the packaging. It's a little sketchy, but the product's really good. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna share it with you, okay? Because I've just had it. I've just had it and not getting the same quality. It's not just something that's happened every now and then with a beauty blender. If I hadn't like rambled about that and was clear enough before, or maybe not, I'm just gonna keep talking about it. Just like hammer this in. But like, there's a difference, okay? There is a big difference. I remember years ago, I think the first black one that I ever bought like this, maybe 3 years, whenever the Pro came out, I don't know, it was a long time, longer than that ago. My first one felt rough like this, and I was like, why do people even like that one? That one sucks. So then I would get like the pink, I would get other colors, and then a couple of my pink ones felt rough, you know, over the years. A few different colors felt off, and then I bought a black one again. It was like the best one I ever had. It was, you know, it had that spongy, just soft, wonderful, and then I was only buying black ones for a while, and then I got 2 bad black. So I don't know. It's not just a slight difference. It's a huge difference if you're like me, especially like if it were my company. Like, I don't know what you think I'm like being, oh, you know, certain things are gonna be a little different. I can deal with that, okay? I'm not that, honestly, that picky of a bitch. Like, I can, whatever. But I'd be like, if this is your product, like your one product, not your one because they have a lot of different things, but this is like your, like the heart of your company, like your, I would think they've got to know if I know it, if I'm noticing it, like, you know, they're noticing it. What the hell? Like, what's happening? Why are you using, it's like a whole different material. It's not just slightly cut different. It's like a different material completely. Purchase them from different places. I know what you're thinking. Oh, where'd you buy it? No, trust me. I know. Okay, trust me. I know. I'm not gonna talk about it if I don't know. So, I'm starving. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for watching. Like I said, I'll link to everything, and oh, so many fun things coming up. Next video will be my home tour, so like for Christmas and stuff. So check that out. And I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.